I wanted to bring to you the top things that people eat crab meat with in Maryland. I mean, I know it's hard to limit it to just a top few because we kind of put it in everything, yet at the same time, I just wanted to bring some things to you in case you're looking to know more about Maryland blue crabs. Follow this all the way to the end. You're gonna wanna watch it because at the end, I'm gonna let you know what is the best type of meat from the blue crab, and I'm gonna give you a little special bonus at the end. So please share, like, subscribe to Montague Properties on YouTube, and you get more videos like this. So Maryland blue crabs are a delicacy here. We like to put them in everything. If it doesn't have crab meat in it, we like to add it, and when we add it, it makes it delicious. We put it in things from breakfast, lunch, dinner. We also put it in our dips, drinks, you name it. We can make almost anything out of blue crabs. It is delicious, and if you haven't had it, you are definitely missing out. So the first way that most people like Maryland blue crabs is steamed in the shell. We get them out of the river, get them out of the bay. We have smalls, medium, larges, and jumbos, and they steam them right in the pot, throw some Old Bay seasoning on them, and we have what we call a crab feast, or we go to an all-you-can-eat restaurant and have all-you-can-eat crabs. They are delicious. Dip them in a little bit of vinegar or butter, whichever your taste, and some people even make some concoctions with that vinegar with ketchup and Old Bay. Well, if you haven't had blue crabs that way, you surely are missing out on a great social event. So if you're not really into, picking blue crabs and the social event side of it, well, you can take that crab meat and you can make crab cakes. So I'm gonna tell you, us Marylanders go places and they say Maryland crab cakes. It's not. It's not a Maryland crab cake. A Maryland crab cake has what we have, very little filler. Put just enough stuff in that crab cake with that crab meat to make it stick together. Of course, one of the main ingredients is Old Bay, and you can even fry them or broil them. They are delicious. We eat crab cakes on sandwiches or just stand alone. They are delicious. So if you don't want to get your hands dirty by picking them, go ahead and get yourself a crab cake. So let's say you get all those shells afterwards, after picking crabs. What do? You boil them in a pot, and we make two kinds of crab soup. So we have a Maryland crab soup, which is a vegetable-based with tomato broth type of little bit of spicy crab soup. It is very good. It's got some potatoes in it and peas and beans and all kinds of good stuff, and of course crab meat. And the other local favorite is a cream of crab. Yes, cream of crab. It is delicious. And of course there's Old Bay in both of these. So you can get Maryland crab soup or cream of crab. So another favorite, especially in my household, is crab dip. So it's a creamy, cheesy dip that's served hot with crab meat, Old Bay, and everyone makes it a little bit different, but it has generally maybe some dry mustard in it, cream cheese, some mayonnaise, and it's all baked together, and you serve it with bread and crackers. It is delicious. It's one of the first things to go to any party we ever have at my house. I don't know about you. So the next one we got is soft shell crabs. So we get a shelled crab that has the shell that's come off of it, and now the shell that's on it's soft. So we like to get those suckers right out of the water and take them and clean them out on the inside, dip them in some batter and fry them, and they go on a sandwich or right on a platter. Eat them with tartar sauce or cocktail sauce. They are a true delicacy here. So if you don't want to pick and you don't want to sit out with a social event, you can get soft shell crabs. They're delicious. So let's talk about how crabs get into our breakfast. So Bloody Marys. Bloody Marys are delicious with crab meat in it. It's so good. So make your regular Bloody Mary mix. Here in Maryland, we like to put Old Bay in it and put some crab meat in it, some vodka. It is so good. And then also you can take and put eggs with crab meat in it. Make eggs Benedict and put crab meat on top of it and put the cheese and the hollandaise sauce. It is delicious. So that is how crab will make it into your breakfast. Crab pizza. Who can can forget about crab pizza. It is delicious. Nice crispy crust, some nice crab meat on there, some cheese, some green onions, throw it in the oven, voila, you've got a delicious, delicious pizza. So you gotta try that sometime. I know it sounds a little bit weird, or crab quesadilla if you haven't had it before. Top notch. Don't forget to check that out. So just like I said at the beginning of this video, we can find a means for crab meat in just about everything we eat here in Maryland. So stuffing things with crab meat is huge. So stuffed fish, stuffed lobster, stuffed shrimp, stuffed pasta, you name it, stuffed. And we also like to smother things in crab meat. So French fries smothered with like some sort of crab dip is delicious. You can see chicken smothered. We call it chicken Chesapeake or Chesapeake burger. Take a burger with the crab cake on top, basically. You have chicken with a crab dip on top. It's got cheese on it. As you can see here in Maryland, crab makes its way into almost all aspects of our eating world. And I don't know what we'd do without it. Nice and sweet, delicious. That's it for today, folks. So let me tell you what that special tip is for you and the best type of crab meat that you can buy. So the lump, it's the most expensive. It comes out all fat and it's delicious. And when I say fat, I don't mean fat as in fatty. I mean fat as in chunky, full of meat. And it makes the best crab cakes. And when they're in the soup and you get some, it is so good. So that is the best crab meat. Now, let me tell you a special tip. You really have to know where your crab meat is coming from, because sometimes it comes from China. Not saying that's bad, but if you want true Maryland blue crab, that's the name. The tip of the day is make sure you look at Maryland blue crab. And the other tip I would say is seafood spoils very quickly. So when you go to the store, make sure that you read the date and use it that day. All right, well, that's it from Melanie Montague with Montague Properties for this week's YouTube video. And if you like what you're hearing and you want to know more about Montague Properties and the information we're bringing to you, please like, share, and subscribe wherever it is down below, and leave your comments below. Share this with a friend, and we're happy to bring more to you. So look for our post next week. We'll see you then. Thanks so much. Melanie Montague with Montague Properties.